Good afternoon, everyone. Let us start this session. So during the last lecture, we were discussing about the projectile motion, and we have solved some problems on the projectile motion. So in this lecture, we will derive the equation for the path of the projectile, and then we will show that that equation describes the parabola. Okay. So consider one object is projected from the origin by making some angle theta with respect to x-axis. Okay, so this is our reference axis, x and y axis, and the object is projected from the point A having the coordinates 0, 0, that is the origin. So initial velocity for the projection. So this is the V naught, that is the velocity of projection, and the angle of projection with respect to x-axis, that is equal to theta. Okay. So as we already discussed, if any object is projected by making some angle with respect to x and y axis, then it will follow the curve path. Okay. So we have to prove the equation for that curve path is nothing but the parabola. So this object will travel along this curve path. And finally, by covering some distance in the x direction, it will hit the ground. Okay. So we have to prove this path is nothing but the parabola. So for that, we will take another point on this curve. So take this point as a B, having the coordinates x and y. Okay. So x is nothing but distance along the x direction or in the horizontal direction, and y is the distance along the y direction. Okay. So now we will consider the motion A to B. And we will split this motion into its horizontal direction and in the vertical direction. So we will consider the horizontal motion and vertical motion. Okay. So for the horizontal motion, we will note down the initial velocity. So its initial velocity, it will remain constant throughout the motion in the horizontal direction. So it is the final velocity, and that is equal to, so we have to resolve this V naught in x and y direction. So this is the x component of V naught. So that is equal to V naught cos theta. And this is the y component of the velocity, that is V naught sin theta. So in the horizontal direction, initial velocity, it will remain constant because there is no acceleration in the horizontal direction. So initial is equal to final velocity, that is equal to V naught cos theta. Acceleration in the horizontal direction, this is 0. Then we will consider the time taken to cover the distance from A to B. It is equal to t second. Okay. So now consider the vertical motion. So for the vertical motion, acceleration value, this will be minus 9.81 meter per second square, because initial velocity in the vertical direction is upward direction. Okay. And acceleration is downward. Therefore, it is minus 9.81. Then initial velocity, this is equal to V0 sin theta. Then distance covered in the vertical direction, S is equal to, so that distance will be only the y coordinate. So this is the vertical distance with respect to this origin. Okay. and this distance is nothing but the y coordinate. So s is equal to y. Then time taken t, it will remain same for horizontal motion as well as for the vertical motion from point A to B. So t is equal to t second. Okay, and for horizontal motion, its displacement s is equal to, so from point A to B, this horizontal distance, this is nothing but the x coordinate. So s is equal to x meter. Okay, so we will use the equation of motion for the horizontal motion. So we can use s is equal to ut plus half at square. As the acceleration is 0, so this total term, it will be 0. So we will get displacement is equal to velocity into time. So x is equal to, that s is x meter. Initial velocity, this is v naught cos theta into time is t. Okay. So from this equation, we will write the value for t. So this is equal to x upon v naught cos theta. Now refer the vertical motion. So for the vertical motion, we will use s is equal to ut plus half at square. So displacement, that is equal to y. Then initial velocity, this is equal to v naught sine theta. Acceleration is negative, that is minus 9.81. So minus half into 9.81. And time is same for horizontal motion and for vertical motion. So it is t square. So now from the first equation, put the value t is equal to x upon v naught cos theta in this equation. So this v naught sine theta into t. So we will get the equation. So we have y is equal to v naught sine theta into t minus half t square. Okay. And from the first equation, from horizontal motion, we have the equation t is equal to x divided by v naught cos theta. So put this value in this equation. So we will get y is equal to v naught sine theta into x upon v naught cos theta minus 1 by 2, 9.81 into x v naught cos theta bracket square. Okay. So just simplify this equation. So the sine theta and cos theta, we will get tan theta. We can cancel out this v naught. So we will get the equation tan theta into x minus, this is 9.81 by 2. And this v naught cos theta, so it will become 1 divided by v naught square cos square theta into x square. Okay. So we can write this equation as y is equal to tan theta into x minus so for the initial conditions, v naught and theta, this will be constants. Okay. So if v naught is constant and the angle of projection is constant, then this tan theta term, it will become constant. Okay. So we can assume this tan theta as a C1 And this total term 9.81 upon 2 V naught square cos square theta, it will also become a constant value. Okay. So here we will get the equation for y as a C1x minus this is C2 x square. Okay. So this equation is the second degree equation. And the second degree equation always represent a parabola, and therefore in the projectile motion, the path traced by the object or particle, it is a parabola. Okay. So you have to remember this equation. So this is the equation of the path, or this is called as equation for trajectory. Okay. So now we will derive the formula for the range of projectile and the maximum height. Okay, so in the last lecture, we have seen what is meaning of range of projectile. So range is the maximum distance covered in the horizontal direction. Okay, so consider one projectile motion. So this is the initial velocity v naught. It is having some angle theta. Okay. So with this velocity, object is projected in the air. So it will cover the parabolic path. And then it will cover the horizontal distance. So this horizontal distance, so suppose starting point is A, and this is the point C. And the maximum point in the vertical direction, so this point is B. Okay. So this horizontal distance covered by the object, this is called as range of projectile. And this maximum distance in the vertical direction or in the y direction, so this is called as y max value. So this is the maximum height of that projectile. Okay. So we have to derive the equation for r and for the y max. So first we will try to derive the equation for the r max value, that is the range of projectile. So to find out r max value, we have to consider the entire motion from point A to C. So consider motion A to C and split this motion into horizontal and vertical motion. So for the horizontal motion from point A to C, its initial velocity will remain constant. So this velocity is v0 cos of theta. So this is the component in the horizontal direction, and this is the vertical component. So this is v0 sin theta. This is v0 cos theta.